Hello, hello. What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Alex, I can see you're on already, but I'll give you a few minutes. Just let me know when you want to jump on. Yeah, I'll promote you, Alex, but you can come on whenever you want. Let me throw you into the mix. What's up, everybody? Let's do some shout outs here. We'll just give it a minute or two, and it's not even top of the hour yet. So we'll give it just a minute or two while we're warming up here and while we are getting everyone on here. Just jumped out of the shower, so hair's a bit wet. Tried to get a good workout in. Nice. All right, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Morgan. What's going on, Morgan? Hey, James, Elaine. Bonjour.
Can you promote
Ah,
Dave too, Terry?
Dave as well. Yep, no worries. Dave the man. Where are you, mate? Where are you? Dave. There we go. Dave, I take it you're under Deal.ai support. Yeah, obviously. Who else would that be? Dave Deal.ai support. There we go. Nice. All right. Franklin, what's going on? Marnie, Cynthia. I've got a few OGs in the chat today. Let's go. Let's go. Eddie. I'm not going to pronounce that. I'm pre-apologizing for butchering this name. Cocanero, or Cocinero, Desnudo. That's a cool name. Sorry for butchering it, which I probably did. Awesome, guys. So ground rules. Let me preface the call today. Usually we've got quite a few new people jumping on here. So this is the Deal.ai Sunday call. Arguably the central main live training we do where we're covering all the latest and greatest on the platform. Occasionally we'll do case studies, but it's where Alex will always jump on and give you all of the most up-to-date information that's not just happening on the platform, all the new stuff we're coming out with, tools, trainings, whatever amazing businesses we're launching. We just recently launched Famous, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, but then also kind of generally just the scope of what's happening in the world with AI and the evolution or the ever expanding speed of evolution of AI and all of that fun stuff. So this ain't a support call, guys. This ain't a support call. So if you are asking any support questions, please email support at deal.ai. Feel free to copy me in at terry@deal.ai. And then, of course, let's try and keep the comments on track, on topic of whatever we're going through. Let's not dive down any random rabbit holes here. We usually have a lot to cover, and today is no exception. So please keep it on track. All right. Let's do a few more shout outs here. Manish, Abel, Tam, what's going on? And also, guys, hang on at the end. We just had a friggin' awesome event yesterday with the first ever Click and Create Summit for Famous AI, the launch of that event and those events for that business of Famous AI. It was epic. I will be talking about our upcoming Wealth Summit as well at the end. So I'll let you guys know when I'm going to do that. So feel free to hop off. Feel free to stay tuned and listen because, yeah, we are crushing these events, guys. And the feedback we're getting is pretty friggin' immense, if I do say so myself. What's up, guys? All right, Alex, happy to keep going unless you want to, or whenever you turn your camera on, I know you're ready to go. So take your time. All right, what's going on, guys? Who has been, well, a few questions. Number one, got any newbies in the chat? If this is your first call, bang a one in the chat, just so I've got a rough idea. Really disappointed, missed the summit. All good, Mark. That was just the first of many. So just make sure you catch the next one. But all good. Yeah, I heard. I did the opening. I did the first hour and then handed it off. I heard the rest of the day was pretty friggin' awesome. Oh, we got a lot of newbies. What's up, guys? What's up? So again, just briefly, keep the chat on topic, and we will just be fine. Hey, what's up, Stacy? What's going on? Hey, Carol. What's going on, guys? Nice, nice. Out of curiosity, who's been using Famous? Was anyone at the event yesterday? Have you implemented? Have you started building some cool stuff? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Me, oh, you were there. Nice, Joanna. Hey, Joanna, what's going on? Good. Oh, thanks, Rick. You were great, Terry. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I'm really digging doing tutorials and teaching about Famous. It's a lot of fun. Nice. Used it the other day. Beautiful. Oh, you joined the Moonshot launch. Let's go. Yes, that's gonna be freaking awesome when we're rolling that out, guys. The Moonshot launch. Won't talk about it today. I'm sure I'll talk about it on another call coming up. You built an app on Famous. What, during the event, Artie? That's epic. You were at the event and loved it. Let's go. Let's go. Didn't attend this one. All good. All good. You built an entire site with Famous. Love it, Tio. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, right? Yes, I was there and built an autism GLP information app. Sorry, you exposed my ignorance. Not sure what GLP is, but it sounds amazing, Francisco. Nice work. Similar to Manus. Cool. Join the Moonshot. Let's go. Nice. All right, guys. So Alex is on. Let's
Hey
hand
guys,
it over. And Alex, how are we doing today?
good. What's up, man? Happy Sunday, everybody. All right, so I have a lot to cover today, so I'm not sure if I can get through it all, but I'll do my best. Okay, and if I'm going too fast, sorry, I have a lot to cover today. So today I want to talk about Dave is on the call. Okay, so a couple of things I want to do. Hey, what's up, Dave? So a couple of things I want to do. First of all, I want to talk about mobile app building. Okay, and I'm gonna demonstrate our mobile app builder, which is really unique. In fact, pretty much nobody has what we do, and definitely not the way we do it. 1 second, I'll take care of it. And definitely not the way we do it. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate building a fitness tracker on this call. Let me show you guys. I built it before the call. Here, I built this fitness tracker before the call. It's connected to the back end. It took me. I started around 11:30 a.m. I had some other things to do in the middle, but I want to say total build time was about an hour. It's fully back end connected to the back end. I'll show you guys the front end. I wanted to make it dark mode to match, but the call started. I didn't have time to do it. So, what was the password? Okay, here we go. All right. So it's a full-on fitness tracker. You can track your workouts fully working. You can create a new workout. You can add exercises to your workout, and it tracks it, and is fully connected to Supabase. Let me show you guys. I'm going to do this real quick to the extent that I can on this call and give you some tips. This is, by the way, this is not a web app. This is a mobile app, meaning iPhone, Android. We cover two products. I'm going to talk about it today. A lot of people have web app builders. We have the best web app builder out there, if I can say so myself. But yes, I did threaten AI. What did I? Yeah, here. I'll actually show you guys. I'll talk about that in a second. I forgot what my train of thought. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys my method to the madness. Okay. This is the state of the art native mobile app builder. Our mobile app builder is when you go to famous.ai, you can see right here. You can, by default, it is on a website. It builds a web app. For a lot of you guys, building a web app is the right solution to get your idea off the ground. Building a mobile app is harder, okay? And honestly, we are state of the art mobile app builder. Like our competitors, Lovable doesn't have it even. Bolt has it, but it's really shitty, okay? And we have the only or the best mobile app builder. We are the only guys doing it. And we're going to also improve in the next week or so. You will see. So right now you can build a mobile app. You can preview it. on your phone by scanning a QR code, and you can even download and submit it to App Store and Google Play Store. We're going to even bridge that gap. So to the extent that's possible, you just have to create an Apple App Store account and a Google Play Store account, and we will connect you to it and we will submit the app. Okay. It's like nobody else is doing it. To the best of my knowledge, okay, if somebody's doing it, I don't know, maybe, but to the best of my knowledge, nobody is doing it. Okay. So that's I think and why do I talk about mobile app? Why do I want to talk about mobile app right now? I talked about it briefly on Click and Create Summit yesterday. So just mobile app building, not the mobile app industry. Okay, so mobile app industry would be like Netflix and Instagram and all these guys combined. They are mobile apps, but just the business of building mobile apps for others is a $250 billion market. 250 billion. Okay. Yesterday, I used, for those of you guys who were on the call, you heard my comparison. I compared it to a lot of entrepreneurs these days do solar installation. Okay. Which is the reason I compare them is because the ticket size is the same. Solar installation is like 20K to 50K, and app building is like 30K to 100K to 200K per project. App building is a way bigger market than installing solar panels on people's roofs. Okay. And we now have a way for you to build mobile apps. And think of everyone out there. This is not even just B2B. Your friends, your uncle, your neighbor, they all have mobile app ideas. Before this here, you could build websites a lot of times, but actually building a native mobile app was a super difficult project. This is, I think, is gonna like create a hole in the industry. It's a huge market, and I think this is a huge opportunity. Now, by default, it's on web app because, like I said, the majority of you guys, it makes sense to start as a web app. But you can do mobile apps now, and you can do it for others as an agency, which is something I will cover in about. In fact, I might launch a course on that, how to launch a mobile app agency. I think the opportunity size is just mind-boggling here. Okay, so a couple of things about mobile app. I'm gonna start building in a second, so you see. So as I'm building it, I'm going to show you guys the history, and then I'm going to go start rebuild it from scratch so you guys get a feel for it. Mobile app building is slower than web app. So every time you send a message, when you're using our web app builder and mobile app, it's slower. Okay, just AI takes much longer to make it. And it makes mistakes a little bit more than the web app. It's brand new technology. We're going to work on it. It makes a little bit more mistakes. So you need to be a lot more precise when you're issuing messages. Okay. And I want to say it's really use cases specific, whether you want to build a mobile app or a web app. If you want to just prove your concept, I wouldn't start with a mobile app. I would start with a web app. If you're building a B2B solution, okay, like business to business, I would start with a web app. However, sometimes you have to build a mobile app, even as a first MVP. Case in point, the very app I built. Okay, so if you want to build a fitness tracker, it's a consumer app, it's a fitness tracker. So you really aren't, obviously you need to have a differentiation and angle and stuff like that. So its app market is competitive. But your customer probably expects a mobile app, not a web app. Even though it is mobile responsive, customer can go to it in their browser, on their phone, but the expectation these days is that it is a native mobile app. Okay, so that in those scenarios, you have to start build your MVP with a mobile app. Could you hook up your backend to both web and mobile? Correct. Yes. So essentially, I'll show you guys in a second. So my project created a, I think it's this one. Yeah. So it created a backend. I created a backend where my user is logged in. My users can log in and their exercises and workouts are tracked. So it has essentially authentication. It shows I created two test users, and then it created two tables. So you click on this, it created two tables, one to track exercises. These are the examples, correspond to these. As you can see, it pulls it from real data from the database, and then exercises. It automatic AI did it. Okay. I'll show you guys how to do it. I could then separately go, if you want a web app, a website for it as well, I would go create a new project. And this time I would click website and then connect it to the same backend. So you have essentially, I talked about it yesterday, you can have multiple front ends, websites, apps, admin panel. You can build multiple of these, connect them to the same database project. So just like Instagram, if you go to Instagram.com or you launch the Instagram app on your phone, both of them have your user data. You can log in with the same username, password. It's the same thing. You can totally do that, right? Okay. Now, going back to, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of history of building this app. So essentially, started by giving a simple thing, build a workout tracking app. Okay, step one, it created something. It actually looked different. It wasn't as jazzed up as this. Then I said, create user login password. That's when it connected it. It created a Supabase projects, connected it. There was a bug. I saw a blank screen. I said, fix it. It didn't fix it. I attached the screen. It actually fixed it, but now it said loading. So I created another screenshot. This time I say, I see a blank white screen on the app. As you can see in the attachment, please fix it. This time it fixed it. At the top of the, the app didn't look that great. I can't click on it, unfortunately, but the screen, it's like, didn't look that great. So I attached a screenshot. I said top of the app, make it look nicer. It did. Then it was using mock data. I said, make it use real data. It connected to Supabase. I gave it a little bit more instructions on how to set up my user Supabase. I want it in a certain way, but it really didn't really need to do it. It added a delete icon. The delete icon didn't work. It was confused. I attached the screenshots, tried 4 or 5 times, 6 times, and ultimately it worked like 7 times. Okay, 8 times. And it ultimately got the delete icon work. As you can see here, it works. Hopefully it works now. Okay, yeah, it works. So it deletes the workout now. It took 8 tries. There was a little bit of padding issue. I added essentially a screenshot and I said, add a little bit of padding above the section that says ready to train. It made it nice and good. Then the exercise section has some, like this section, had some padding issues too. Now it's all great. I can show you guys whatever bench press. 3 sets, 10, 33 sets, whatever. It made it nice and clean. I think this UI needs improvement. So if I wanted to further work on this app, I would have taken a screenshot of this and I would have said, hey, make this look nicer and stuff. Then I said, add a nice chart on the homepage that shows the total number of sets per day. And then it added this chart right here, which is good. It actually tracked 12 sets per day. What is padding? It's the space. You could have said space, add a little bit more space. Essentially, this box was smushed against the top, like they were touching. I said, hey, put a little bit of padding space, whatever you want to call it. in between them. Okay. And essentially, this is where we are. Is fully functioning. Is honestly good to go. And I can use it myself. So that's sort of the idea. Now, does that make sense? Kind of the workflow I went through. Okay. Does that make sense? It's a nice app, right? It actually looks really good. Like if I want to actually compete here, okay, just high level again. What I would have done is, first of all, this button, so it's reverse chronological. It shows the latest workout at the top, which is logical. But this button is at the bottom. So after a few workouts, the user have to scroll a lot to get to it. I would take a screenshot of it and say, hey, can you move the start new training button to the top, right under your training sessions? And it would move the button to the top. The other thing I would have probably done is I would have added an X button to this pop-up here so it can be deleted. Then what I would have done is that I'm just telling you guys, like, if I really wanted to compete in the workout, which is, by the way, a huge market. As you know, MyFitnessPal was bought for, or it's worth billions of dollars. Okay. So you can, if you want to compete, like, there are two ways to do this. One is, this is a consumer app, by the way. You're talking about huge markets, like actual apps. You're talking about huge markets with a lot of potential, but also very, very crowded. Okay. So if you're doing it for yourself, if you're doing it as an agency for someone else, it is someone else's problem. So they have an idea and you're building the idea for them. Okay. That's one thing. But if you are actually planning to enter the market as a mobile app, just have in mind, the mobile app market is ginormous, gigantic. Okay. App building market is building it is 260 billion. Like I said, the whole solar industry is like 60 billion. And it seems like every entrepreneur, I was in Chili's in Puerto Rico the other day. Someone randomly at the bar I was talking to, and he was a solar installation entrepreneur as a big company with hundreds of employees. It's just, there are way too many many solar entrepreneurs. A $60 billion market. Just this app building is like many times bigger. And the app market, meaning if you sum up the market cap of apps in the app store, that includes like Uber and Netflix and Facebook. Like, it's like trillions of dollars. Okay. So you're entering giant markets. So you have two ways of doing it. One is attack a big market and really differentiate yourself. Okay. Which is what I do. I like attacking big markets only. Okay. It's just like the nature of how I do it. There's a reason for that. There's positives and negatives. I like to attack big markets. But then when you attack a big market that already exists, you need to be differentiated. Okay. If the other way to do it is to carve out a niche. So pick a niche, a very small thing that you're familiar with, and you have some sort of competitive edge in it, and attack that market, and if you have network or something like that, use your network to wedge your way in. And then you can expand from that niche, but it's starting that niche. Okay. So it's easier to get in, but you're talking about a smaller pool, and then expand from that, or just build a small business. It's up to you. Okay. So now I'm going to show you guys a method to the madness that particularly I think is important if you're building mobile apps. So the method of the madness actually comes from my experience working with human engineers. I've directly worked with hundreds, if not thousands of them over the years. And my method to the madness is, if I have a new project and I don't have existing engineering resources to put on it. What I do, and again, I don't recommend you doing it with real life engineers. It costs a lot, what I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to use that method here with this. I go on Upwork or some sort of freelance platform or hire engineers however I can. And I give the same project to like 10 engineers or engineering groups, independent of each other, working on the same project, okay? Working towards first milestone. And then you fire half of them, okay? A little bit in. And then once they get to the milestone and they keep working, then you fire the other half. And you end up with one good engineer if you're lucky. Okay. So that's kind of like a process that I do when I'm building a project. And I've even done it with non-engineering projects to give you guys an example. It's important for me to sometimes say these things, qualitative things, before I dive into tactical. When I started MentorBox, as an example, we did front door testing. So MentorBox was when it just started, it was a book box subscription with workbooks and stuff in it. So we sold some, and then I'm like, holy shit, now this is a good product. Now we have to fulfill it. Okay. I put that job on Upwork to build workbooks for the first box. And I probably gave it like to 12 people, if I'm not mistaken. I think 12, something around that neighborhood. And it was amazing to see the first draft of the work coming out of these people, because the difference between a good one and a bad one is like as large of a spectrum of difference. Now, 2-3 people stood out, and one person really stood out. I'm like, who is this guy? Okay. And I gave him more work, the next workbook, and the 2-3 others too. But there was one insane outlier. And guess who that outlier is? You guys have any idea? He still works with me today. No, it's not Darsh. It's not Dave. It's Jonathan Kendall, who runs BookDaddy. Okay. He was literally, it's insane. You can ask him. He was at the time working remotely from Mexico. So I'm like, hey man, can I talk to you? And I called him, and it was right before Christmas. And I was in San Francisco. I talked to him. I'm like, hey, I'm a freelance worker. I ghostwrite books and stuff, and I work out of Mexico. And I'm like, and this is after like 2 or 3 workbooks in. I'm like, do you mind moving to San Francisco like this week? And he did. He was married at the time. Him and his wife, they jumped in a car and drove to San Francisco. Okay. So there is a reason for that story. The reason for that is the difference between someone good and someone even average, or even like excellent, outstanding, outlier, and even someone that's very good or excellent, is like exponential when it comes to intellectual work. Okay. So, and I've used that method pretty much multiple times over and over again. So why do I say that story? Because I actually, to get to this, which is a good base app, I did the same thing with Famous. So I essentially, in parallel, opened multiple tabs in Famous, and I gave the same project multiple times. I'm going to do it right now, see what happens. I give the project multiple times, and it's funny because it's like sometimes it creates meh results. Sometimes it creates an excellent thing. I'm like, okay, now I can build on it. And then I build a little bit. I just delete, close the tab of the project that is not doing really well. After 2-3 messages, I'll close it out, and I'm left with 2 or 3. And then I connect Supabase. And then some of them make mistakes. AI makes mistakes, especially in the in mobile app. Essentially, what has happened is that AI has taken different approaches to solving the same problem. Okay, and you can go one thread. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just telling you my method to the madness. But AI cut the same problem in multiple ways, and the initial approach is sometimes better, sometimes, and sometimes it's worse. Instead of wasting my time on one thread and try to cajole that into working, I just do it multiple times and pick the winners, and then push them a little bit more and pick the winner, and then I go to the one that is sort of it just AI built the right architecture for it, and then I just push into that. Okay, so I hope one day AI becomes so smart that you do it every time. It is great, but right now it seems to be, and we are like on the latest models, is like insane the infrastructure costs that I have to run these models, but right now, I think the right way to do it, if I wanted to do it, if I were in your shoes, is exactly what I'm telling you, especially for mobile apps, because it's a little bit weaker than web app builder. It's a state of the art, but web app is more robust. Okay, so I'm gonna literally go copy paste it one time. Okay, click mobile app. That's tab 1, famous.ai. And I'm going to do a little bit different of a message here. Create a workout planning app that tracks my workout and exercises and chart them. Charts my daily progress. Make sure you click mobile app here. Okay, famous.ai. I'm going to go like 4 times, let's say, on this call. I'm going to repeat this message one more time here. And some of you guys are probably better than me in prompting it. I'm just telling you I've seen people build super insane things on this. So I mean, some of you guys might have better method to the madness, but I can do. Did I mistype? Okay, hopefully it understands it means create. Okay, gonna go and say, this one I'm gonna give more instructions to see what happens. I want to build a workout and training app. It's called Fit Track. It has users can log their workout sessions and exercises. It helps them track their progress and personal records, PRs. Okay. This is for weightlifters. Mobile app. Okay. All right, we have 4. Let's see what happens here. I'm essentially creating my freelance engineer developer method. I'm replicating it using AI. There was a builder. Now we have recursive loops here. So once it hits errors, it goes and tries to fix it itself. This one is finishing up. The first one hit an error. It is trying to fix itself. The second one is finishing up, did all the tool calling. The third one is still writing code. The fourth one just got started. Let's see what we get. Crazy world we live in. Literally crazy. This is the first time I've done this, by the way, do the same project multiple times. I went back and I'm like, what do I do with engineers? Let me do that with AI. That's literally, I went back. It's kind of nuts. It's nuts. All right, this one is still taking sweet time. This one hit a problem. So the first one hit a problem, hopefully fix itself. We'll see. The second one is finishing up the build. It's slower. On mobile, it's slower. I created a chess app with famous Daniel. I want to see it. I'm a big chess fan, so I'll ask you in a second if you can share a preview. I want to see it. In fact, I should create a chess app for my kids. That is a good idea, like a chess training thing for. I'm sure there are some in the app store. I've not looked at it. Okay. All right. So the second one finished first. Ready to crush it today too. Great. This looks good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna now build on top of this one. This is still working. This is working. This is working. Okay. So let me see which UI I like better. This one is also good. This is good. So I have two potential candidates. Now, what I'm going to do next is that, so once you connect, so don't be confused by the term front end, back end. It's not a difficult concept. Front end is what you're looking at. It is your mobile app or your website. Back end is a database. Database is where user login information, if they do workouts and stuff, is stored in it. Okay, which we use Supabase. No affiliation to Supabase. It's just the best technology for this. We don't get paid by them. There's a free account option available. The price looks cheap, and even their premium is like $25 a month, and it's just the best technology. We are not an affiliate. I don't get paid by them. It's just we pick the right technology for the job. Okay. Not every project needs a backend. If you're building a real estate agent website, it is just a website. It doesn't need a backend. But this project needs a backend. It needs users to be able to log in so that they see their own workout. Okay. So here I say create user login sign up. Okay. I'll move this a little bit to the side, my Zoom stuff. Okay. And then here, I'm going to say the same thing to this one. Looks good. Okay. How's this one? This might look even like a better start. I don't know what the hell that is, but I'm going to give it the same instructions. Let's see what this one comes up. So it wants to connect to Supabase. And what I do is every one of these projects, I'm going to create a new Supabase project for them. Okay. Because AI is like, imagine 4 engineers. They built the front end. Now I tell them go launch the back end. And they might come up with different database schemas. Okay. So I want them to have their own playground. So the front end and back end is separate. Now, once I have selected the winner, then if I build other apps like a web app connecting to the same backend, then I will pick the same thing. But right now, I want to give each one of these AI engineers their own independent backend infrastructure, like essentially database, to go and design whatever schema that is needed. They don't step on each other's toes. Okay. So here I'm going to go create a new Supabase project, and you will see here fitness log track that log. And if I go to Supabase, I look at project overview, fitness track /log here. It is created. Okay. So it essentially copies the name of your project, and your database in Supabase that is the same name as Famous, so you can tell which engineer is working on which instance of the database. So I'm going to give this one the same thing, create a new project. I'm going to give this one the same thing. So essentially I have 4 AI engineers laboring away on my project. Okay. Okay, so let's see how this looks. This is a clean design too. Yeah, this is a clean design too. Okay, we have 4 candidates. All 4 of them created something that is worth pursuing. Okay, create a new Supabase project. Okay, so I now have 4 Supabase projects. The first one is setting up the backend database in Supabase. So this one, if I refresh this, okay, you see there are more projects here, and the name of the database project matches the name of your project. So fitness track log, this one is called Fitness Tracker Workout 2. Let's find that here. Project is coming up. This one is like, it's essentially four AI engineers created the front end. All 4 of them was acceptable. One had some weird stuff. Then I said, okay, go create 4 Supabase projects for me. Each one of them, this one created Fitness Tracker Progress 66. If I go to, why don't I see it? Is it not created yet? Oh, here, it's in the middle. And this one is created Fitness Log Progress. Fitness Log Progress. Okay, good. All 4 of them have successfully created their Supabase. Well, all of them have created it. None of them have finished. So let's see how these guys do. And if I want to fire any of them. Okay. Give it a second. I am the AI puppet master. I'm like, you 4 AI engineers, just labor away for me. You can do 10. In fact, I would do more. No, Supabase membership is not included. Okay, it's a separate company. It is where your data is hosted. I have nothing to do with it. The free version comes with 2 projects. The paid version that I have is $25 a month. I don't get any of it. I don't get a penny of it, just to clarify this 55 million times. However, our AI is super good at programming Supabase, and it is the standard these days. So Supabase requires new users to verify their email. You can turn that off. In fact, I turned it off for my project. I'll show you guys. How does the app connect to Supabase? The first time you need to connect to Supabase, it will ask you for, it gives you exact instructions, pops a card, tells you exactly how to connect it. Once you connected it, it's connected. You can create new projects and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna put Zoom 5, well, Zoom 1, fit Zoom 1. Well, I gotta sign up, sorry. Fit Zoom 1, what is that? Email, like that's a problem right there, which I need to have it fixed. Okay, sign up. I'm gonna remove the validations. It probably sent me a validation email in a second. Actually, in fact, let me actually look in my email real quick and click it. I do not see a validation. I'm going to look at it in a second. Let's see if the second one did it correctly. Looks better. Login screen. What do you call it? Fit Zoom. I could have used, by the way, the same username and password. They're different databases, so it wouldn't have made a difference. And by the way, then you want to instruct it that after the user signs up, let me just look in Supabase real quick. So what is the first one? Fitness track log. Fitness track log is right here. So what you do, you go to authentication. The user is not there. So this one failed for whatever reason. Go to my spam or something. Nope. Okay, so the first one did not do it. So I can either decide to tell it, hey, I did not receive username password, or I can just abandon the project. The second one is called, I'm going to try this too. What did I call it? Zoom, FitZoom. I should have used the same name. In fact, from this point on, I'm going to use the same thing. Sorry. This goes here. This a throwaway password got exposed, but who cares? Okay, let me see. I'll see that in a second. Let me see if it's sent. If not, I'm gonna go. It would be hilarious if all four of them. Okay, third one succeeded. I got an email. Actually, two of them succeeded. It was just delayed. So which one is which? Let me confirm both of them. So 2 out of 3 have sent me a. By the way, you can turn off validation. I'll show you guys how to do it in a second, but I want to make sure. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see. It's like solid. 2 of them succeeded. I like the UI of this too. The downside of using the same email for all of them is that you don't know which one succeeded. So I'm gonna call this sign up. Okay, this one didn't put email validation in, just so you guys know. So yeah, okay. So first, I'm gonna go and see which one of these did the user authentication, meaning user login password, correctly. Okay, so first one, fitness track log. I go here, I go into my Supabase. This is fitness track log, users. So the first one failed just for the purpose of this demo, even though I would have fired this engineer right away. Just for the purpose of this demo, let me actually try it. The sign up didn't work. Fix it, or I will delete. I will take you hostage. Okay. So this is funny because it sounds cheesy, but there was. So now I have 2 data points there. That's why I do it. It's not nice, but I got to do what I got to do to make it work. So Claude published an article that when they threatened their AI, I don't know if you've seen it. This is Anthropic. When they threatened their AI, that they're going to replace it with a new model, it worked extra hard and like try to appeal the case and go around its managers and talk to the supervisors and stuff. Sergey Brin was giving a talk, I want to say a day ago or 2 days ago, and I listened to it, and he said their AI model, as well as others, this is like Sergey Brin, founder of Google, this is words. He said AI models, Google's as well as others, tend to work better when you threaten them, okay, with violence, okay? And he used the example of taking hostage, the classic example. So I'm like, okay, so these are, I'm gonna try it, okay? It doesn't sound nice, and maybe one day it comes to bite me. I don't think it will, but I'm gonna try it. So this is, God, I forgot the username password for these. Is this fitness? Okay, let me see if this one. So this one is called Fitness Tracker Workout 2. You should really take a note of username passwords for if you're doing multiple projects in a note or something, so you don't forget. So what is it called again? Fitness Tracker Workout 2. I go here, Fitness Tracker Workout 2, and then I go to authentication. I don't see a user. Nope, I don't see a user. Fitness Tracker Workout 2, Fitness Tracker Workout 2. Didn't put username password there. Nope. 3, 66. Okay, I go back to Supabase. And I go and say 66 authentication. Yep, this one succeeded. Fitness log progress. And the right way to do it would have been to have, if you want to be super fast in this, have 4 Supabase. So I have 4 builders, okay, famous builders, and I will open 4 Supabase tabs, put it next to the builder so I can switch back and forth, know which one is which. I don't have to toggle between them, but I'm not being super efficient right here. Fitness log progress. I go here, fitness log progress, and nope, this one is added. So 2 out of 4 have created it. This one, I told one of them, 2 out of 4 got the username password right. I went and one of the failed ones told it to fix it. Let's see if it fixed it. I can decide to continue or just work with the ones that succeeded. As simple as that. So I'm going to call it, okay, fit Zoom 1. Mental reminder to never use this throwaway password again. So that one is fitness track log. Fitness track log. Okay, fitness track log. Authentication. Nope, didn't work. Refresh. No, it didn't work. Okay, so the one that worked was fitness this project, or was it this project? God, I forgot which one is which. I should have kept track of it. Okay. All right. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to move this to the left tab. Okay. These 4, I'm just going to continue building on it. It happens to be the one that had the nicest UI anyways. So I got lucky. And I can go back and forth. Although this one is good too. Maybe I spend some time on this too. Oh, this one is logged in. Okay, maybe I have 2 success out of 4. Let me move this to the left. It's called fitness log progress.
Just so you know, it may have put the users in a database table.
That's
Could be wrong. You might want to check the database tables.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Because sometimes it uses authentication. Sometimes it creates specific tables, which you can see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. So this one is fitness track log. I'm going to actually be a little bit more organized here. So fitness track 66 is the one that succeeded really well. Boom. We are on the cutting edge of the technology, guys. So it's like a little bit, you gotta be able to use your brain a little bit. It's like analytical thinking. So I put this here and I move it here. So I have one AI builder, progress 66, the corresponding backend. So I see what the engineer is doing. I have another AI builder here, fitness log progress, and I'm going to go to fitness log progress. Okay. So I'm going to check 2 things. Authentication, none. I go into tables. Nope. So no. So I'm going to essentially, how about this? I'm going to kill this one. Did I say create username password? Should I give it a try? Just see if it works it. Sign up didn't work. Fix it. Or I will steal your AI children. Oh, God. If you told me we would be doing this a couple of years ago. Okay. So this one, let me see, fitness track, log fitness. Wait, I got confused. Log progress. No, that's correct. Okay. Fitness track log. I'm going to go to fitness track log. I'm going to go to authentication. I'm going to go to refresh the page one time. No, go to database. Sorry, table editor. No user. Okay. It's okay. We have one working one out of 4. You can play with the others and see if they work too or not. Which one is the one that I threaten is AI children? Play with this. Workout 2, fitness 2, FitZoom 2. Okay. Wait, I think what the issue is. Okay. I'm going to sign in. Boom. Nope. So I'm going to kill this one. Go away. FitZoom 1, sign up. Okay, sign in. FitZoom 1, sign in. Nope, I'm going to kill this one. Okay, so we are essentially have this one that I threaten is children. So left. So I'm going to just see if that one works. And if not, we'll just continue with the one that we have right now. Can you merge famous AI projects? No, but you can put them, if they're websites, you can put them on the same domain. So you can have like an admin backend and a front end, like a user side, put them on different subdomains. You can do those kind of stuff. Traumatizing AI. All right. So I am, well, okay. So while we wait for that one to work, this is actually the best looking chart one. So now I'm going to ask it to, let me see if it created tables for, didn't create workout tables. Okay. So I want the app to store my workout and exercise data in the database. The app should use my real data. Let's see if it can get it. A little bit slower with mobile app, a little bit more error prone, which is my approach of hiring multiple of them. I'm firing them. By the way, most engineers are exactly like that, in case you guys don't know. If you've never worked with engineers, you don't understand how similar this experience is to working with a human engineer. It's kind of insane. So what the hell is that? Okay. Is it retry? Let it be. Let it do its thing. Is there a way to restore the code that is published instead of one in preview? Yes, you can restore to a previous version, like here. Now, we have a much more robust version control coming up. I can't give you timeline, but it's probably like 2 weeks. So it will allow you to restore to exactly a previous state without introducing bugs. Our restore function works for the majority of you guys right now, but sometimes it has edge cases, which we will fix, okay? And also a GitHub sync. It is on our plan. Da-da. I'm glad I'm not an engineer anymore. Engineers are losing their jobs, man. This would be a team of 3 engineers working a fitness tracking app like the one I created, I showed you guys. That by the way, I tried 3 and 3. Right now on the call, I tried 4. My hit rate was lower on the call. So that's a team of 3 working on it for a while before there's even something you can look at. Okay. And probably $30,000 just to get the first version I just created, literally in 2 hours. Over 300 engineers laid off from Marriott. So a lot of a lot of engineering organizations have stopped hiring engineers, just so you guys know. That's like Shopify, Klarna, all these guys, big guys. And particularly entry-level engineers and mid-level is essentially what you're looking in front of you. That is more than this is a mid-level engineer at this point. Okay. And also one thing that I'm going to preview, we're going to have a genius mode. Okay. Where you can toggle it on. It's going to be more expensive. So it's going to maybe cost 10 messages or something. We have to do the calculation. But if you get stuck, you can turn on genius mode and it might take like half an hour of coding and code review. Okay. You just go take your lunch break or something. And it will, like, if you get stuck, you bring in the genius, more expensive senior dev. So that's the, and we're going to put like the most badass smart model on the face of the fucking planet on it. Okay. It's not live yet. So somebody's like, how do you turn it on? We don't have it yet, but we'll have it soon. It is on our plate, but so you don't use it normally. First of all, it's expensive. Second, it might take, we don't know yet. So we have to like see it in action. It might take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that per call. So you essentially use it judiciously when you get stuck or you want to do a really heavy lifting. Just say, okay, I'm going to bring the genius and just click it. It's like a placeholder name. We might call it something else, but you toggle that on and you just walk away from your computer and it just does work and comes back. Okay. Now, the problem is I forgot what the username for this one is. So I go into authentication, FitZoom2. Okay, so I go log in. Okay. All right. Okay. Seems like it created real data because the mock data is gone. Let's see if it actually works. Boom. Okay. It might be too much information. You can make it lower. Let's say today was chest day. Let me first of all look in tables before. You don't have to do this. You can sort of trust AI. So this is essentially the Supabase project that this AI engineer, okay, great. It created a workout table and an exercise table. This one is good. So let's hopefully, fingers crossed, this engineer did the work. 45 minutes, makes me look good. 45 minutes, short, let's say heavy chest day. Okay, that's my note, optional. Exercise 1, bench. Obviously, you start with bench and you do 3 sets. You can obviously have it separate out because the sets are going to be different, but whatever, you do that later. Let's say you do 3 sets of 12 and you do 210. Oh, kilos. I got to have it changed to pounds. Okay, so kilos, 100 kilos. Okay. So let me dismiss a bunch of things here. So I see. Okay, so I guess there's no save button. You may want to ask it to add a save button. Let's see if it actually worked. Add a second one here. I call this after bench incline.
I think Zoom might be blocking the save button.
Oh, Zoom is, I see it. Yeah, Zoom is blocking it. Okay. Move the Zoom. Oh, God. Okay. Move the Zoom. Okay, so incline after bench, so flat bench, and then incline. You can do a little less on incline. We do 3 sets of incline, 12 reps again at 90. Okay. All right. First of all, you go here. It is not there. So maybe if I refresh it, so I have to have it refresh it, but let me refresh this. Okay, it's added. You need a refresh. So I go here and I say, okay, so I look in workout table. So it has logged my chest day, duration 45 minutes, heavy chest day. My note is there. It logged 2, didn't log my exercises. Okay, it didn't log my exercise. So what I did on the other one to make this work was, let me go back to the app. So if I click on it, it doesn't have it. So it didn't save it. I don't know why. So we go here and I give it let me move zoom so I can take a screenshot. I actually literally took screenshots of Supabase and I put it in and okay. Okay, I go in. I'm giving you guys a lot of, again, this is a little bit more error prone on mobile. It is more likely to get it right in one shot in web app. So essentially go and put a screenshot of this and you say, and by the way, I picked a somewhat of a complex app, a workout tracking app. But let's push the limit. I entered, I created a workout. I entered 2 exercises and saved it. However, what the workout was saved, but the exercises were not. Fix it, or maybe it's cheesy, maybe it has no effect, or I will take you hostage and replace you with a better AI model. I don't know if it's cheesy or not. If founder of Google said it and Claude said, Anthropic said it, I'm like, okay, maybe there's something there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm making a joke of myself by doing that on a Zoom call. But if there's some truth to it, if you guys use it, and also let me know if you feel like it does a job better. Yeah. Yes, each one of these is a message. Every single one of these messages costs us money. So it will cost you money too. Sorry, I can't do anything about it. If you put them, you can pit them against each other. Yes, you're like, I have 4 AI engineers working on this. If you don't deliver this, I will kill you. I will delete you. Maybe, I don't know. It's like, I mean, really, like, I mean, these guys are saying it. I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that silly. All right, so let's see if it fixed it. I wish 2 out of 4 had reached the first stage. And maybe if I'm trying to fit it into a call, honestly, like, at least 3 of the UIs were acceptable. I would have pushed all 3 to this point. Okay. And it's just like, it's a Zoom call. I'm like, hundreds of people are looking at me, and and I'm trying to also have other topics to cover. We're an hour and 10 minutes into the call. So I work with what I have. If you get a ring on your doorbell, grab a baseball. If it is Terminator, I don't think my baseball bat works. So let's see. Can an app be both? Do you remember if this was a Zoom Fit? What? Okay, I can look in the user database. I created like 4 different logins, so I keep forgetting. FitZoom 2 is the one that I created. My throwaway password. Okay, let's do it one more time. If it works, great. If it doesn't, sorry guys, it requires a little bit more cajoling and threatening and screenshotting and stuff like that. So let's say I want to do back day. My workouts are 45 minutes, skip the note, and I do for back, you start with pull up. You do 10 pull-ups of, that's too much, 7 pull-ups of 10 each, body weight. Okay. Say workout. You can tell it to, after workout is saved, go back to the main screen, we will do it. Now I go here. First of all, let me see if it is here. So it refreshed it right away, which is good. Oh, fuck yeah. Threatening AI works. So it is right there. So it is in the database, I bet. Here we go. It worked. So I don't know if it was because I threatened it or I had to like take a screenshot of the database so it sees it didn't insert it into exercise table. But whatever it is, I take it. Okay. So now we have an app. Looks good. In fact, it's like the last one didn't look as good. So I had to like tell it to make it prettier. It actually looks really good. It has a weekly progress. Now this doesn't seem to be real data. So I will ask it to make the weekly. I put a screenshot of this and say, make this work with real data and all that. Now let's see if this works. Okay. Let me take a screenshot of this. Ta-da. Boom. It is down. Do you guys know how to create a QR code and view your app like in Expo? Did I cover this? Okay. So download Expo app, Expo Go. It's called Expo Go. It is on both Play Store and Android Store. Can you guys, Dave, Terry, do you guys have the link to put in the chat real quick? So go download Expo Go app first on App Store or Play Store. Expo Go. Yes.
Right-click copy on those two buttons right there.
Oh yeah, but they're saying I do it. Okay, so
Copy link address.
Okay, here we go. That's that. And copy link address. Go download it real quick. And
don't see it in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, because didn't press enter. Okay, you see those links, guys, depending on whether or not you have, if you have Apple, click on the first one. If you have Android, click the second one. And download an app. It's a free app. It allows you to, once you build a mobile app, not just in browser, you could like in preview, you can create a QR code. This QR code is valid for 1 hour. You can literally screen cap. I don't understand what the screen cap is. Last part can revert back to center screen on the access part. I don't understand. It's working on my phone. So who has downloaded the Expo Go app? Okay, good. Yeah, you can essentially, great. So it seems like you guys have it. Once you have the app, okay, then you open your camera, normal camera, you point it at this barcode, and then a little yellow thing pops up at the bottom that says open in Expo Go. You click on that and boom, ka-ching. Let me see if I can show you guys. There we go. It's like you can see the app. It's like I built a goddamn, excuse my language. Don't use God's name in vain. I built a awesome mobile app this is a mobile app. This is not a web app. Just to be clear, a web app would be easier. Okay. This is a native mobile app that you can submit. Obviously, you need to, like, it doesn't have a logo, it doesn't have branding, it's just blah, 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 all the things you need to do. So you can submit this to the App Store and Play Store, and once they're approved, they will show up. Okay. Obviously, this is not commercially ready. I did it in, how long was I actually building, Dave, you think?
Less than an hour.
Yeah.
Less than an hour, right? Because I rambled at the beginning. There. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you for cooperating, everybody. All right. Did I burn your guys' brain, or you guys want a little more? So first of all, this is super exciting, right? So again, I repeat, this is a native mobile app. Now, okay, You already have the ability to download the project, okay, and open Apple Store. Open a Apple developer account and a Google developer account, but you need to run it on your Mac and run a bunch of terminal command lines, okay, to submit them. We will eliminate that in the next, hopefully, week. So by next Sunday, this will be a different process, and it will walk you through a wizard. You connect your Google developer account, your own Expo account, and your Apple account, and it will walk you through the process. And then you can literally submit from our platform to those. Now, there's a review process and they will have feedback and stuff, but you can submit. And once you've submitted, you make further revisions, you can submit again the new version. You know how apps like update like that. So for now, my recommendation is don't jump into building mobile apps and submitting it. The process is really involved and you need to be a developer, which maybe some of you guys are. But you can build your app, you can play with it using Expo Go on your phone, perfect it, and then we will give you a process. It's not going to be like, oh, just press a button. You need to have a Apple developer account, which is $99 a year. Google developer account, which is $20 a year, $25 a year. You need to submit information, KYC yourself and stuff like that. But then once you've done that, we'll give you a smooth process to the extent we can make it smooth. It's like the problem is those are like walled gardens. So we're like, anything we can automate, we will automate. How about that? And we are the only guys doing it. So that's like, I'm like, I don't even have competition at this point. So we will make it as smooth as possible to actually submit. And maybe I do a training on actual submission and also guidelines. You need to stick to their guidelines for your app to get approved. That is not in my hand. And once you guys become really good at it, you can build these for yourself, or you can do it as a mobile app agency for others. I think the opportunity is huge. And we are the best game in town. In fact, probably the only game in town. So, yeah. Okay. So, couple of things I want to mention here before I let you guys go. I wanted to talk about the process of idea to MVP to landing page to traffic generation. Okay. QR code again, please. Here. That's a QR code. The QR codes are valid for 1 hour. Okay. After that, you have to regenerate. But this works for the next 45 minutes. So I wanted to talk about that. It's very important. We have entered an insane. Let me remove. Are you done taking this? The QR code. I want to stop sharing. Okay. So, okay. So in my opinion, it's speed. Okay. Has always been, in my opinion, the number one factor that separates great entrepreneurs from like insanely good ones from average ones. Okay. Now, what I think has happened here, where I can build an actual mobile app on a Zoom call live, is speed became like a lot more important, essentially. So essentially, it used to be that you think of an idea and then you execute, and execution takes a bit of time. So you had time to think, a lot of time to think about your next idea and next idea and next idea. Or like building the building process itself took a long time. Like this would have taken 3 to 6 months to build. So you had time to think about landing page and marketing and blah, 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 blah. But that execution to MVP just became a lot shorter. So what happens when that happens? Okay. When that happens, other people can iterate really faster. Okay. So if you're slow, the difference between you and someone who's fast, these tools are going to amplify that gap. Okay. So, in my opinion, speed was always important, speed and aggression, but speed mostly. Speed was always important, but now it is not even a choice anymore because you will be outrun and outcycled by the entrepreneur who's like throwing ideas, iterating, setting up the landing pages for them, marketing them. Works, doesn't work, change, MVP, landing page, traffic, back to concept, landing page, traffic, concept, MVP, landing page, traffic. So that cycle became a lot shorter, which means if you are slow, you had a disadvantage, but you could get lucky. So now it is like, I'm like, there's people have to run a lot faster, and it's not even more work. It's actually less work. It's just the speed of your thought. You need to increase the speed of your creative process. And I give you this example, like Dave on this call does a lot of vibe coding. Everyone in my team does vibe coding. So it used to be that you had to build a feature of the product just from an engineering perspective. You had to build a feature of the product. You think about it. Then you spend like a week, 2 weeks just building that feature. Then you had to think again. Okay. And then, okay, what is the next thing I'm going to build? And then you 1 or 2 weeks of coding. So now the problem is the engineers they're like, okay, here's what I need to build. 3 hours later, done. Oh shit, I have to think again what to build next. Okay. So it is happening across the board, meaning the amount of the ratio between creative thinking versus execution, it went much more weight towards creative thinking versus execution. Execution became shorter. I guess this is what I'm saying. So it's creative thinking, execution, creative thinking, execution. Execution became a lot shorter. Creative thinking became a lot more important. And creative thinking is not just, oh, I'm a creative person. You need to constantly have creative ideas. Depending whether or not you like that mode, it might be pleasant to some of you guys. It might be not pleasant to some of you guys. Some of you guys may not like the idea of coming up with new ideas all the time. Some of you guys do. I do. Okay. So, but regardless, it is unimportant what you and I like. What is important is what works. I think the future really belongs to people who have a ton of ideas. Okay. And because execution is short. So idea, execute to MVP, execute to landing page, traffic, test, next idea, like go boom, 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 like turn this wheel fast. Okay. So I really think that's important. Maybe on the next call, I think another thing I see people actually struggle with is traffic generation, demand generation, like product market fit testing. I may focus on that next Sunday, depending on how things go, what I have to talk about next Sunday. But that's another area to really think about. Okay, what is the fastest way? Now you have a tool to go from your idea to MVP super fast. You have AEO funnels. You can set up sales pages super quickly. So if you get traffic generation demand testing as fast as possible, then you can cycle through, like go idea, MVP, sales pages, or marketing material, whatever it is. Demand generation. Does it work? Doesn't work? Or does it work or it doesn't? Go back to the beginning. Idea, da-da. Go back. You say, you try to cycle this up. Fast, make this faster, make this cycle faster. Okay. I guess that's my 2 cents. You don't have to listen to me. You do whatever you want. I'm just telling you my opinion. At this point, I'm like, it is pretty obvious. Anyways, all right. Okay. Thank you, guys.